Hi everyone, it's Dot, and today we're having fun with radishes. These are a great little vegetable that do a wonderful job mimicking potatoes. And when you're eating low carb and you can't really eat potatoes anymore, this is a great way to go. What we're going to be making is a loaded radish. So what I'm going to do now is go ahead and finish up chopping up this bunch of radishes. I already have them cleaned and washed, and all I'm going to do is chop them into thin slices, almost like you're making a radish chip, if you will. So you want them thin. And you don't want anything really too thick. When I say thin, this is sort of is what I'm going for in a way. And you don't want them too thick because I find that when you bake them, you get mostly hot water in your mouth when you eat them. They just have too much water in them. So I'm cutting them thin so that the water can come out a lot easier. All right, my oven's preheated to 400 degrees. I got my little baking dish out here. I've already went ahead and used my fat of choice. I'm using duck fat for this. You can use a light olive oil if you prefer. And basically what we're gonna do is I'm gonna coat the radishes in the duck fat. And what I'm looking to do in the oven is just to crisp them up slightly. I don't want them completely turned into chips, but all I'm doing is just tossing these into the duck fat. Now that they're all coated, what I want to do is I want to spread them out a little bit. So I'm just going to use some Himalayan salt. I'm going to toss a little bit because, again, I want to coat all of the radishes. You can certainly wait till you have all the seasoning on. I just sort of wanted to give you a general idea of what you need to do. A little more salt. I'm going to add some ground black pepper. And then the last item I'm going to use is just a dash of chili powder. That's it. They're all seasoned. They're going to go in the oven for about 45 to 60 minutes. But what you want to do, depending on your oven, you definitely want to check as you go. You don't want them burning. You want a nice color on them, but you don't want them to crisp up so much that they just crumble like bacon. You just don't want that. We're at the halfway point, and I turned my radishes over so I can cook them evenly. All right, these were in the oven for about 45 minutes roughly. There's definitely a little bit of color on them. Some of them, like this one, which got a little too crispy, that one won't make it in there, but otherwise they came out really nice. What I'm gonna do now is I've got these 4 ramekins here, and I'm just gonna divide the radishes up, and they're gonna go into the ramekins. So these are, my ramekins are a little bit too big for this, but you know, that's okay. I just wanted to give you an idea of what I'm doing for serving sizes and how I put these together. All right, what I ended up doing is just, I forgot, I made enough for 2 and I put it in 4 for some reason. But so I'm going to use 2 ramekins. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just add a little bit of butter to each one, and then I'm going to divide the cheese up between them. So it's going to be nice and yummy. Like I said, they're going to be loaded. So you want about, it's going to be about 2 tablespoons of cheese per ramekin. These are going to go under the broiler just until the cheese is melted. All right, my cheese is all melted. They're out of the oven, and I'm going to go ahead and start adding my other toppings on top of the cheese. So I'm going to add a dollop of sour cream. Next up, we got some crispy bacon. And all you really want to do is like a slice or 2 of bacon. You don't need that much bacon. And you just make it nice and crispy, and you add in your toppings. You can pretty much be a little indulgent, if you will, with the bacon, because bacon is always good. And next up, we have chives. You can also use the green part of spring onions or scallions if you like to. And I'm going to add a little bit more. And the nice thing about chives, I like using them is simply because they're pretty low in carbs. So I like really decking it out with chives. All right, let's go ahead and give it a little taste. Absolutely love the radishes. You don't have the bite that radishes have. They really do taste like a potato, has a potato quality to it. The topping, it does make you feel like you're eating a loaded baked potato with all the nice toppings on it as well. Oh man, it's good. The butter just adds a nice little additional fat to your dish because again, it's not very large in portion as far as size, what you may be thinking a side dish should be. Keep in mind, it's mostly vegetables, but there's a lot of fat in here, and that's going to help fill you up if you're just having it with a piece of chicken or a burger like my husband and I are going to be doing in just a few moments, or some other, whatever protein you're going to be having, but it packs a wallop in fat. So definitely go ahead and give these a try. It's a great way to sort of add that loaded baked potato taste back into your menu. I hope you enjoyed the video. Hit like, subscribe, and share with your friends. And until next time, I'll see ya.